The City of Cranbrook Municipal Elections 2018. 6 positions, 10 candidates, 5 questions from the business community, and only one 45-second take to answer each. No retakes, no edits. Question 1. If elected, what are your top 3 priorities?
You know, I'm really excited to be running for this position in Cranbrook right now. Looking forward to spending some time on the City Council because I see some really great things happening here in Cranbrook. And I'd like to be a part of that vision going forward. I see improvements in the infrastructure, water system, roads, and some beautification happening. And that's all good. But a really great thing I see, and I would like to encourage the community spirit that's happening, the community-driven initiatives like the farmers market and the summer music program that's happening. I'd like to, on the downside, I'd like to address the fragmentation that's happening that has happened in the past in the community.
Question 2. What strategies would you consider implementing to increase housing as well as affordable housing to keep and attract new businesses and employees?
I recognize we do have a problem with affordable housing and the need for some good low-cost housing. And so what I'd like to do is work together with CMHA and community connections and try to coordinate these things, assess some of the properties that we have that aren't being used to see if we could repurpose them as long as they're in a good location that would serve the public properly.
Question 3. What steps would you take to attract business and industry to increase economic diversity?
Well, I believe there are many facets to a good functioning business community. And I really think a big thing is to improve our community generally in terms of the things that have been happening already with beautification projects, but also I'd like to address the unused and derelict buildings in town, unkempt lots that people see on our main drives when they come into town. I believe by coming up with some strategies to deal with those and then to repurpose them so that we can develop good neighborhoods that function well, like the downtown core, to develop a nice neighborhood for doing business.
Question 4. What do you see as the biggest fiscal challenges for the City of Cranbrook, and how should they be addressed?
I don't believe there's any simple answer to that question. However, I do see that we really could re-examine some things like our public works, how money is spent, and maybe take a look at other initiatives like the Alberta model where they have a 2-tier policing system that might provide more police for us at a lower cost. We do have some issues that we've been left with, like Western Financial Place, that's a big money issue. And we need to figure out how to best use that facility now that we have it. I'd like to consolidate existing space before expanding our community and to consolidate neighborhoods so that they function really well for the businesses in those neighborhoods.
Question 5. What is your perspective on the best ways to collaborate with the business community and organizations to ensure a sustainable and prosperous future for our community?
Certainly I see that business is great in Cranbrook, but it can be better by cooperation. A really good example of that is the group I'm involved with, Fisher Peak Performing Artists. The way we collaborate with the Hideout and with Key City Theatre, it's been a great collaboration. Those kinds of things can really work. Also between Fisher Peak and the Downtown Business Association. I'd like to become involved in the chamber and the different business groups, as well as independent business people, and see what their needs are, see if we can come up with some collective ways to help all of the community.
Video production powered by Artistic Media Productions in collaboration with eno.ca and the Cranbrook Chamber of Commerce.